Hello and welcome to Dr. Nishan's diary. This one's called Run for Your Lives from the patient who's fighting for his life. See, recently I was supposed to shift a patient of hydrocephalus for a shunt to the emergency OT. Now, hydrocephalus is a condition where, well, there's water in all of our brains. There's cisterns called ventricles, which have a lot of fluid in them called cerebrospinal fluid. And this usually drains down to the rest of the body and empties itself. But in some patients, because especially in this one, because of a mass present in the brain, there was a blockage of cerebrospinal fluid, which caused him to have a dilatation of these ventricles. Basically, there was the pipes blocked, and there's too much water in the brain, and the sink is just filled with water, and it's causing too much pressure. So this led to this patient having altered sensorium. So all this patient was doing was saying, Namo, 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 Namo. So he's awake, but that's all he's saying. He's not listening to you particularly. He doesn't particularly look bad in general terms, but he's just saying Namo, Namo, Namo and not doing anything else. Now, it was up to me and an anesthetist to shift him from one trolley to the other. The nursing orderly was busy doing something. So this anesthetist grabs him, and I grab him, and I say, you know what, just go on to the other trolley, wahan tak chale jao, please. And he's not doing that, so we decide to just pick him up and put him on the other trolley to take him to the OT. Suddenly, we tried doing this, and he gets up, and this patient is almost naked. Like we just placed the OT gown on him to cover him up like a bed sheet. So he gets up from his chair, saying no, 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 and runs after me, and gets up, and he's this part semi-naked person, and I'm suddenly moving backwards because it looks like he's going to stab me or hit me, and I'm being chased by this naked guy in the middle of the operation theater. Funny as that might seem, it was a bit scary at the time because the guy kept just repeating Namo, 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 and coming after me. I had these crazy eyes. And then suddenly people came and said, calm down. They didn't push him back. They said, calm down, sit, put him on a wheelchair, then put him on a trolley. And more guys came, security guards came. And, well, they wheeled him into the OT. And after the shunt, thankfully, he's better. And he doesn't particularly remember what he did. But, well, what do you do when patients with neurological deficits run after you? They could stab you, they could shoot you, they could beat the crap out of you, and you can't even blame them for it. It's not fair, but it's not unfair either. I'm telling you this because yesterday, a sister in the ICU, she came to me and she said she got hit by bed number 14. And usually when someone assaults one of the staff or one of the doctors, we usually think it's the attendants of the patient who get aggressive. We take this stuff really seriously. Recently there's been too many attacks on doctors and no security whatsoever. So I asked her, who did this? And she says, the patient. And I was like, oh, the patient on 14 who, well, he kind of looks like he's going to kill you at any point of time, the silent serial killer types. And he is aggressive. And I had to tell her, he's a patient. That's his pathology. And sometimes you get whacked. You have to be careful. You have no one to blame. What can you do about it? All you can do is run for your lives from the naked man. So that's me running. Goodbye.